don't give a fuck. Hey, what's going on, folks? This is CJ. We're talking about fucking FGC shit. What's going on?
Hold on. You don't just man. You don't just man. You don't just commandeer. A show that I came up with,
okay,
man.
That's
Come
fair.
on.
That's fair.
All right,
fair.
look.
Sorry.
All right, look, y'all. What's going on? It's DJ Sue. It's CJ. Three Black Geeks. We come in here live. CJ can't even contain himself, but we coming live with a full-on special pressing buttons.
I haven't even put out the Last of Us episode. That's how fucked up this shit is.
Dude, man, look, we got some buttons that need to be pressed that have needed to be pressed for a long time.
Hold on. Somebody said they didn't have no sound on their side. Hold on. It has to be sound because I know last time I did this, there was sound. Okay, it is sound. Yeah, it must be something. Either which way,
you can hear me though, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. So, like I said, we got some buttons that need to be pressed, and these are buttons that need to be pressed for a long time. Buttons that we have been holding. You know, when you play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and you charge up Jill's charging her shoulder charge, or Mega Man's X Buster, and when you hold it for a long time, he gets a hit per second. So if you hold it for the whole 99 seconds, that is 99 hits. We have just let go of the button. CJ, go ahead and lay it on down. What we got to talk about, bro?
Okay, Jared said there's no sound, but there's sound because I'm hearing it on my side, so it must be something on his side. Okay, so all right. Let's start from the beginning. So, for the longest time, if you've been following us since like I want to say 2011 when we started putting up stuff on FGC stuff, right?
I was gonna say bonus points to anyone who actually watched us on YouTube when we were putting up mostly FGC stuff.
But for us,
shout outs to Xanadu.
Yeah, but for us on a personal side of things, I could say all three of us have been involved in the FGC community since we were in high school. So that's like 98, 99.
Yep.
I would go so far as to say even middle school, I heard of certain things because I remember Open Up Tips and Tricks, and B5 was at the end of the Tips and Tricks magazines, tournaments and stuff, right? So, if you were part of the SRK forums and everything that happened with anything fighting game community and stuff like that in the early days, you go to the shoryuken.com, you go to the forums, and all the shenanigans is there, whether it's DSP's early days of his shit and stuff, and all the way up until Twitter became a thing, right? So, so we have an understanding. Like, I think my 4 years of being in California, I've been to NCR and all those tournaments out there. So I have an understanding of a lot of the stuff that happens and stuff, and even on all the SRK shenanigans and all that stuff. So from the time we started doing YouTube, going to Xanadu and playing the games and recording and all that stuff, there's a lot of stuff that's happened in the fighting game community that we saw, whether it's, from the Noel Brown trying to punch Smooth Viper, the shit with what the fuck is the chick that dressed up as Bison?
Bison Girl versus Sherry.
Yeah, Bison Girl versus Sherry, and all the shit with how dudes feel about women in the fighting game community, and just everything across the board. Like
I got more. Unknown versus oh my god, it's Andre.
Yeah.
Oh god. Well, like there were so many stupid beefs and stuff that took place in the FGC.
So we've been privy to all the underlining stuff that's happened, even with the fucking remember VFG with that shit.
Yeah. No, you mean you're talking the VXG, the VXG incident when nobody except a very few people got paid to go to the beach.
VXG was basically the fighting game equivalent to Universal Fan Con, except VXG actually happened. So I can't even put that comparison in perspective there. So yeah, that's kind of a bad comparison if we're gonna be real about that. So never mind. But all the stuff that's happening now. So all right, let's back this up. So weeks ago, Filipino Champ made his whole racist comment with the watermelon and all that stuff. And he basically got basically banned from tournaments and stuff. Even prior to that, you had people like Infiltration. He got banned because of his domestic assault shenanigans and shit. We've seen that, right?
We've seen a lot of stuff. It's funny that you mentioned F Champ getting banned, which he has already come out when he talked to Chris G on his 13-hour live stream. He honestly was asking for himself to get banned. He admit that. He says, "Look, I did what I did, but at the same time, I pretty much I forced myself out of like tournaments and all that stuff because I hate the what was it? He was like, I hate Street Fighter V. Marvel's dead. I got nothing to do." Dude didn't just quit. He quit and left the country. Went to the Philippines, came back and was like, "Yo, when did we get this soft?"
Yeah, so that and then Chris G, he recently got banned. Well, he got booted off his sponsorship because of some comments that he made about black women that when you read it, if you know Chris G, he tends to not know how to really word the things that he's saying.
Which is what a good chunk, I would say about a good 90% of the FGC is like that. Like a lot of them just don't know how to talk.
Yeah. So you had that. And then Mike Z just recently came out and they basically banned his ass from the fucking Skullgirl community, which, I mean, okay, cool, fine, I guess, whatever. So that happened. So, these are kind of the things that happens on a normal. Might as well say that's a normal thing in the FGC. People get banned all the time. That shit happens. So it's kind of like one of those, it makes waves, but it ain't making Kotaku and Washington Post level shit. It's just like, whatever. Nobody gives a fuck, right? So,
but I mean, well, we can't really say that because there were things that have come out, and
Noel Brown shit from CEO did come out on Kotaku, so that's that's fair.
Yeah, it came out on Kotaku, and remember what I told you? We got the mugshot that became a meme of the FGC.
Yeah. So, all right, so today.
But no, then hold on, we got one more. Then there's more, dude. There's so much stuff that we could like crack open when it comes to the FGC and their shenanigans. You had Brazzers and Long Island Joe,
which was really a whole lot of nothing. That was a whole lot of nothing.
That alone right there was like the biggest nothing burger to come out of it. Then there was the cross assault thing with Eris and not me, but other Eris and Miranda, aka Super Yan, and everybody was like, "Oh man, Eris is canceled. Eris is canceled." To be honest, you can't really cancel him. He doesn't enter tournaments, and on top of that, he doesn't care. So, yeah. Have fun. Congratulations, you played yourself. You can't cancel him.
Yeah, I mean, it's so today, right? So today, EVO is supposed to be happening right now. It was about to happen later later this month, as it normally does. So it came out today that Mr. Wizard is pretty much gone from the higher ups at EVO because of some shenanigans that happened.
I still can't hold that in true regard yet, because until he has like officially stepped down, like I need to see it from his actual Twitter that he has officially stepped down, because I don't want to hear about one of the Cannon brothers is taking on his acting chief. To me, that sounds like a temporary situation. That means, hey, I'm temporary acting as head of everything of EVO. What's going on with Joey? I need to know what's going on with Mr. Wizard. Is he leaving or is he not? Because this is a mess of a situation, and if y'all don't do this right, there's a lot of people not coming to EVO ever again.
So here's the thing. So the allegations goes as follows. There was a guy, I'm not going to say his name because you could pretty much find it on Twitter. It's not hard. He came out and said that back in the 90s, a lot of the veteran guys and stuff, they always did stuff, had some of the younger people do fucked up stuff, just for tokens and money. Mr. Wizard apparently was having people younger people get butt ass naked and doing shit while they're butt ass naked And it wasn't like it was a one-time thing. It was a constant thing. And that's some pedophilia shit right there.
It's super pedophilia, but let me go ahead and be the real guy on this one.
Okay, you be real. You be real.
I'm gonna say, for anyone that has never seen Mr. Wizard, just Google Mr. Wizard EVO and look at the very first picture you see of this guy. You tell me, just from looking at the very first picture that you see of him, whether he's at an event or he's sitting at a McDonald's eating a McRib sandwich. Shout out to James MK for the memes. You tell me that this does not look like a low key pedophile to you. You don't want to call him out on it directly until he actually get his hand caught in the cookie jar, and then you be like, "I knew it." This. When I heard about this, I said, "Yo, 2020, what do you got for me?" I asked. Look,
nobody saw this on the 2020 bingo. That's all I'm saying.
No, we didn't. We didn't see this on the 2020 bingo. Honestly, you want to know what my free spot was on the 2020 bingo? We were going to get invaded by aliens. I mean, come on. We already got viruses. We got another strain of a virus. There's another strain of a virus that's being put out by China now. Black Lives Matter, and so like a racial injustice is going on. So much stuff is going on. What is it? Susans have upgraded to Karens, and Karens have upgraded into Jesus, Bettys. Let's be real. They're going to become future Bettys, as far as I'm concerned. So, now, with all of this, I'm just asking for an alien invasion. Can we just get that? Or are we doing good enough on our own, like with destruction of Earth as is? Are we doing fine by ourselves?
So I found it. So basically,
I wasn't asking. I didn't ask for it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to go off on that tangent, but I just did not ask for this to come out about Wizard. Like,
so basically,
it's bad enough EVO. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that EVO is online. EVO is online this year. Nobody's really hype about that. The fact that you put this thing on online, you got rid of Smash, you got rid of like 2 games, including Smash. Now Wizard comes up and is found out to be a pedophile. And Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are gone.
Oh, and also the My Little Pony Fighter is gone. They that company backed out.
Oh, Fighting Herds is gone too.
Fighting Herds is gone. Also, I think the other company is gone too as well. So yeah, they're pulling out. Like motherfuckers are pulling out.
Oh, did you also hear about this? Aside from Mr. Wizard, did you hear that Mike Z has been banned from like every event now?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that breaking news and stuff. So Bandai Namco gone. So that means no Dragon Ball FighterZ, no Soul Calibur 7, no Soul Calibur 6, and no Tekken 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say no Tekken.
So your EVO is officially done. There is no EVO, folks. Sorry, it's done. It's done. The only people that haven't pulled out, the only people that have not pulled out is the people that made Grand Blue Fantasy, Final Fantasy. I don't give a fuck. Either which way, they haven't pulled out yet. So clearly they're going to pull out because, hey, do you want to be the company that's at EVO and it's the only game that just said, you know what, we support Mr. Wizard touching little boys. I don't think he touched them, but still, it's the principle of it here, So here's the thing. So here's what happened. All right, I got to twit longer. Here's the excerpt of it. A lot of the old boys club will often have us do stupid shit just for a laugh, and they give us tokens or buy food for us if we'd be willing to do whatever stupid thing it was. Most of it was genuinely harmless, screaming something dumb really loud, shit along those lines. Wizard was especially into this. He would pay people hundreds of tokens to do things like take off their clothes and jump into the water hazard pools for certain amounts of times. 99% of the time, it was young boys. There is only a singular instance I know of where it wasn't a young boy. In that singular instance, she was allowed to do it in the future in whatever clothes she liked it, and only for a few seconds. But for all the boys, it was like 10 to 15 minutes. We had to be in our underwear under the reasoning that it would be colder. And there were always challenges at the time, so we couldn't prepare change of clothes, towels, or anything like that. We were teenagers with no money. 100 to 200 tokens was a lot. So almost all of us did it without a second thought. Jump in the pool for 10 minutes for $40? Hell yeah, we never thought of it as a predatory way. From here, I have to jump into a side story to jump into the context of this. At Southern Hills Golfland, Sunnyvale Golfland, the male bathroom had one stall, and directly next to the stall was a urinal. Someone drilled a peephole into the stall so that while sitting in the stall, people could see people using the urinals. Workers found this and put a screw in the hole. So during the conversation, a few weeks after B5, either late August or early September of 2001, someone asked about the screw, and one of the workers explained that in the group, someone made a joke about how it's mostly Asian people, even if you were gay. Why do you want to look at a bunch of tiny penises? And me, being who I am, who love this research into things that are common myths and ideas, said that's not true. Asians on average are as big as other races when erect. The average male penis is 5.25 inches when erect. Wow. Again, if you knew me back then, this is 100% on brand for me to say, even though I was only 17 at the time and a bunch of guys 5 to 10 years older than me. So Wizard took a stab at me saying, so you're saying you're average. I proclaim back, I'm above average, because of course I'm measured it when I'm looking this all up because I'm a teenager and wondering how I compare. Wizard said, I bet you're not. I bet $20 you're not. And so a bet was made. He later made stipulations that he have to see it in person, and I argue, how the hell am I going to be able to randomly get a rec for you to see? So I bought a bunch of porn to Sunnyvale Golfland, went into the bathroom stall while he waited outside the bathroom for me to call him in. It wasn't an easy task to get erect, and when I did, I took out the ruler, unlocked the stall door, and called him in, and I instantly got flaccid as soon as he opened the stall door. I stared at the ruler and thought in my head was like, this better still count as for over 5.25 the time he opened the stall door. He made a joke about, man, you shrank hella fast, and gave me $20. I thought it was awesome and proved my penis size was above average in size as a little Asian kid. None of this really registered to me until many, many years later. People were talking about bets they've won and things they did. So I told the story. Vincent laughed, and I remember the exact words he said was, you got $20 to give Mr. Wizard a night of jerk-off material. I was like, huh? Vincent goes, you didn't know? Joey's gay. Bruh.
I need to. Okay, after reading that, CJ, I need that reaction meme of Stephen A. Smith. What? I need that right now.
Vincent saying, you didn't know Mr. Wizard was gay. And then that's when he says, it suddenly all came together. The pool stuff, the bet, and everything else kind of all came together. And a few others were like, yeah, man, you didn't know?
Cocaine a hell of a drug.
Yeah, that's oof, man. And the guy pretty much says that he wasn't trying to get at anybody, but it's kind of one of those, you put two and two together, you might as well just put it out there kind of thing. So, and if it ain't him, it's somebody else that probably did the same thing, and it's like, oh yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, since this has been like a stream of young men who were once kids,
13 years old,
13 years old at that, and Wizard's been pulling this stuff since what, the late 90s?
Yeah, late 90s. And bear in mind, this story is 2001.
This story comes out for 2001. He's been doing this obviously since the 90s, and holy crap.
No, actually, dude, the story was earlier than that. It's just that story that somebody asked about the screw. So yeah, it was definitely late 90s.
So, you know what really bothers me about this, CJ? I've been to you and I both have been to that Sunnyvale Golfland.
Yeah, I've been to Sunnyvale Golfland. I've been to NorCal Regionals a couple times there. I've been to a couple tournaments there.
Like when I took my business trip out there, and they said, "Yeah, you're going to Sunnyvale," I was like, "Awesome." I immediately looked for Golfland. My hotel was literally across the street from Golfland. So I went over there. Like I went over there every day that I was in Sunnyvale and had a great time. And now that you mention it, that screw or whatever, that part that they plugged up in the bathroom, I remember seeing that.
I seen it. I seen it. Now I'm sitting here like, holy shit, that happened. And so as of right now, the canons have come out and basically said that Mr. Wizard, they're putting distance. He's gone. They're they're basically going through the process of getting him out of here, and the Cannons are going to be the lead people in the organization and stuff. But at this point, is any company going to sit there and see that and be like, all right, we'll put our games back in now?
And even if that's the case, I think it might be too little too late, because this news came out literally moments before EVO.
I really, in good conscience, could not sit on this for the 4th of July weekend. I would have been angry and mad if I didn't talk about this.
I'd have been angry too. Dude, I thought somebody would have at least put a video out right now.
Nope.
It has been quiet.
Nope, not at all. And yeah, it's oof, man.
But hold on. But let's have a real discussion about this.
All right.
So now my question, now that Wizard's gone, allegedly. Does that mean like people that he personally banned from EVO, does that mean that ban is lifted? Can Dark Prince come back for Marvel 2?
Bro. I need Dark Prince right now. Look. I don't like the motherfucker, but yo, I need Dark Prince right now to troll the fuck out of this shit right now. Goddamn now.
I'm just curious. You know what? For old time's sake, can we have the good old 5-on-5 Marvel 2 money match tournament? And Dark Prince comes back to EVO. I need that. I really want that. Now, okay, now that he's gone, and then there's the other thing I did want to bring up. If he really is gone, and they still decide to like completely cancel EVO, right?
Well, EVO's done. Right now, EVO is done. Now, is it going to happen next year? I don't know.
Like now that EVO is like completely kaput, this is almost like how we looked at E3, but sped up like 20 times. Whereas E3 was dying from a slow gunshot to the head, like EVO, straight up assassinated.
EVO got shanked.
Bro, EVO got shanked and assassinated all at the same time. Like sniper headshot from a distance.
There's a layer of just like it's one thing to see all these random people get hit for like, banned from tournaments, right? If you told me years ago that Mr. Wizard be caught up in some fucking bullshit, my first reaction would be, well, maybe they're money laundering, right? That's usually what you think with people in positions of power like that, right?
Yeah, and it's funny that you say that, because remember that story I told you about Justin and the first time that he won at B5 and they only gave him $700 of that prize money?
Yeah, so if you said money laundering, I'll be like, all right, that makes perfect sense, right? But then Mr. Wizard doing like some low-key sexual shit, and then Vincent saying, hey, man, you didn't know Mr. Wizard was gay? Couldn't be me.
It just couldn't be me. So now that that story is out, I really just think now, if this is just one, how many other stories of fuckery and scumbaggery that has taken place within the walls of EVO, and whether the Cannons were aware of it or not, or if they were a part of it, or more importantly, it came from Wizard himself.
I swear to God, if we find out Seth Killian is on some Me Too, he touched fucking women, I'll be like, I quit.
I quit.
God damn it, Seth! What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
No, and the thing, sadly, no. I don't think. I really don't see that coming from Seth. I don't see that coming from Seth. Like, if they, shout outs to Mike Ross, that would be like if Mike Ross was found out to have been doing some scummy stuff.
I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't see Mr. Wizard doing this. Again, this isn't something I expected. Money laundering, sure, but damn, you.
The only reason why I could see something like this from Wizards, because, like, low and high key, there are people that got issues with Wizard.
Who doesn't? That's a fucking laundry list of people that got issue with Wizard, top to bottom. I got issue with Wizard, and I only got fucking blocked because I talked about why he didn't fucking put Street Fighter Cross Tekken in goddamn EVO. So,
Yeah, like stuff like that is like, really, dude? Like, like you get petty over this, and I'm not talking about you. I'm saying like Wizard, like you got petty over the fact that we asked why wasn't this game at EVO this year? Okay,
Oh,
all right.
he blocked a lot of people, so it wasn't just us. He blocked a lot of people on that shit. I'm like, damn, they didn't even at
So
you and you just blocked them? All right.
I mean, he's blocked people off Twitter, but he's also had like personal issues with people. There's a lot of people that flat out do not like Wizard, like at all. And and I guarantee you that a lot of them have had some kind of suspicion that he was always up to something, but they can never. If you ever like, you know how it is when you know somebody is up to something, but you can't prove it.
It sounded better when James MK is saying it, because James MK, he doesn't pull punches, to his credit.
Oh, he doesn't, and I was really, and that's what really led me to believe that something big is going. It's like something big has really been going on in the FGC, because first of all, who was it? Like, yeah, first of all, there was the F Champ stuff. Then there was the Chris G stuff, and then right before F Champ and Chris G, it was the Mike Z stuff with with his comment about I can't breathe in front of Sonic Fox, and everybody's looking at Sonic Fox like, dude, never mind you being a furry, never mind you being gay, you're black before everything else, and you couldn't have just said, yo, that's not cool right now, bad timing. Yeah, you couldn't have said anything. Now I get it. This guy's supposed to be your best. He's supposed to be your best friend. He's supposed to be someone that you looked up to. Yada yada yada. All the other crap. I understand that. I understand where he was coming from, but still, time and a place, man. It's time and a place for a lot of things. I mean, like between those three things that have taken place, and then James MK comes back with the On Blast show. Triforce was on that episode. All caps. Moxie, like everybody was back, and I said, yo, it would be great, and I said this, it would be great if we can have like a whole heap of just juicy goodness come out of the FGC, because I miss the days when the On Blast show would just talk about all sorts of shenanigans and craziness. Boy, this happened the day after they aired their returning episode.
So, quick question: are you looking at the StreamYard stream right now? Right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay, you want to see something funny? This is fucking hilarious.
Go for it.
You see it?
EVO
man, bruh.
I love this.
I love jokes like this. This is hilarious to me.
Like, I absolutely. You know what? You know what even makes this even better, CJ? Remember I told you that my Twitter account got hacked and I lost it for like nearly 3 weeks.
Congrats for you getting it back, by the way. Congrats.
I got my Twitter account back, and freaking Wizard gets booted out of EVO. I couldn't have had a better day.
Oh, so breaking news too. As a result of everything, they will be canceling EVO Online, and issuing refunds as we speak. And they will donate the equivalent of the proceeds to Project Hope.
Wow. Dude,
ironically enough, 7 hours ago, Sonic Fox already was like, "Yeah, I ain't participating in EVO Online." So you already know what the deal was with that,
dude. I am King of Fighters 95 Iori laughing right now.
Now I'm not saying that
I need I'm sorry. I am cueing my inner Iori laugh. This is just.
Let's be real about this.
Wow.
I'm not saying that some of these grassroots people should be dancing on the grave of EVO, but if I'm one of them, I'll be trying to put on the online fighting. I put on the online fighting tournament just to replace it. That's just me. That's the petty in me. To
see, no. See, hold on. See, CJ. See, there's this could backfire. That idea
could it backfire? Could it?
No, it could, because I see what you're like. Look, I get your idea. I know where you're coming from. I know you're well intended, but this could backfire, because unlike what you and I went through, unlike what the three of us went through at FanCon, where FanCon got canceled and Y Comic Con popped up as a replacement.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because there's clearly because I don't
No,
think
hold on. See,
Capcom Cup ain't happening this year. They canceled that like way back during the early parts of the Rona, so that's not
oh
happening.
yeah,
The Tekken, I think we talked about on Pressing Buttons. The Tekken
King
thing
of
is
Iron
gone.
Fist turn. No,
Done.
King of Iron Fist tournament is definitely canceled. EVO Japan is canceled.
EVO Online was the big thing, honestly. That was really the
Yeah,
only big thing that
EVO
was happening.
Online. We were gonna have 4 whole weekends of EVO for games that we didn't think we would ever see again, and you know, RIP to Skullgirls, because this was your one shot. You finally returned to
Best net code
EVO.
ever. Best net code.
The
And
best
look,
net code ever.
the Mike Z thing wasn't even, the Mike Z thing was literally just a speed bump. It was like,
It was a
whatever.
speed bump. And then, you know what, just by banning Mike Z but still keeping his game, we're like, you know, people
All
are
right, we're
like, fine,
fine. We're good.
at least we get to play. But this just sunk the whole world.
I mean, dude,
I mean,
NetherRealm. Look, NetherRealm literally put out a tweet at 4:00 early today. We stand in solidarity with those who have spoken out against abuse. We were pulling MK11 from EVO Online. Dude, Capcom is the fucking kick in the throat, honestly, if you want to be real.
yes, it is. I love the fact that it's a picture of Ryu doing his freaking rage art, his ultra. And it says
Dude,
Street Fighter
Capcom,
pulls out.
bro, Capcom didn't waste no goddamn time. They came out 4:30, like, bruh, nah, we're done. I was like,
Now,
wow, that's quick.
Now, can I say, Capcom has actually learned. Y'all learned your lessons, because at Cross Assault, when Capcom tried to act like they ain't had nothing to do with it and would barely make a statement for it, and when they did, it was too little, too late. Y'all learning. You're learning. Congratulations. Golf claps to you.
The fact that this shit made ESPN and Washington Post, I'm like, well,
Dude,
yeah, y'all gonna have to start cleaning house right now, dog.
You know for a fact that you messed up when ESPN does a story on you, and you messed up big time when the Washington Post is talking about you. Even FChamp didn't get the Post talking about him.
Now, my thing is this. All right, so clearly in situations like this, there have been people that have been calling out their fellow peoples when it comes to these things and stuff. I've seen some people call out James Chin on some like, you knew about X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah. No, we got it. I'm not gonna say me, but there are people that got issues with James Chin and Ultra David. Pretty much anyone who's part of the FGC. Anyone who's part of the FGC. Sorry, anyone who's a part of the FGC Illuminati.
I mean, from people that I'm seeing that have issues with Ultra David, it's more so from the point of guilt by association kind of thing, because he's friends with James, so James Chen, so ergo, he might have had something to do with it, even though, as you pointed out, Ultra David is more so a whistleblower. He don't get down with shenanigans. So it seems like Ultra David is guilt by association. Like, well, if you're friends with James, that means you had to know. And I'm like, I don't know, guys, but sure, go with that, I guess. You know.
There's that, but more so with James, because between Ultra David and James Chin, between the two of them, James Chin has been in more hot water than David, hands like down, by miles.
That motherfucker is the veteran of veterans. Him, Valle, fucking is it Chin, Valle, fucking what's the other dude that plays Ryu? Choi.
Yeah, I was gonna say John Choi.
Mike Watson.
Yeah.
The Cannon Brothers, Mr. Wizard, like fucking Afro Ninja, Afro Punk, or whatever his name is. He's part of that veteran crew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's part of that Illuminati crew, but he's a veteran of Street Fighter from back in the day. And stuff. And there's plenty of people. So it's like, yeah, you kind of like how far does the rabbit hole go with all this shit? And whew, man.
And something? And you want to know something? This also reminded me of what FChamp said when he said that, they say that I'm banned from Capcom, like Capcom events that are involved with the CPT. Like, yeah, I'm banned from those, but I'm not banned from every tournament. If I was banned from every tournament, I could easily be like, hey, you know what? The dirt that I got on a lot of UTOs, if I would have put it out, people wouldn't go to your events ever again.
Oh yeah, I mean, trust
So,
believe it ain't just restricted to fucking, the Mr. Wizard. There's some other TOs that have gotten out the paint, or they just decide to keep quiet and shit that have been on that bullshit too. So yeah, like he ain't lying on that one. Like I'm pretty sure they people let the chopper fly. That fucking and look, I got a feeling this is just the start. There's gonna be some fucking chopper flying on shit coming up after this. You know it.
bruh, bruh.
I
Somebody's about to
mean,
run. Somebody's about to run a loaded clip and let that llama sing.
I mean, this whole thing, like, man, 2020, man. Like, I'm scared of
Now,
what's gonna happen after this.
okay. Now check this out. Check this out, CJ, because
Mhm.
we talked about this in the group chat before we started recording, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it on wax. So this is on my Flash Justice League Flashpoint Paradox tip that I'm talking right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm saying this is something that could happen because of what has taken place here.
Mm-hmm.
I could see the companies, the sponsors, like everybody, like all these big organizations coming together and saying, "Hey, you know what? When this is over, like meaning this virus, when all this is over, and we do get back to normal, and we do decide to have a tournament again, we are running it, and we're gonna choose who we want as commentators. We already bought the license to use the game exclusively, so yeah, you guys are done. We want
But
nothing to
see,
do with you."
but I see that's kind of fucked up for the grassroots people.
It would, but guess what? That's where Wizard came from. The grassroots. He was the first. Well, him along with other people, they were the ones who tried to push this into the mainstream and make it like a big, big brand deals and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't do that when you have this level of fuckery going on.
Now, I could see some of the people like CEO getting deals to still be able to do that, which that makes
That's what I'm
perfect
saying.
sense.
See, I'm not even talking. No, no, no. And that's the thing. I'm not even talking about. I'm not talking about the other. Like I'm not talking about CEO combo breaker, final round, winner brawl. I'm not talking about them.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking you were
I'm
talking
talking.
about that. I was like, oh no.
No, 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 no. I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about a full systematic takeover of all fighting game tournaments. No, I'm specifically talking about just EVO,
Yeah.
because EVO is the biggest fish in this pond of
Yeah.
fighting game tournaments. And if the companies were to come out and say that we got the license, ESPN is going to exclusively run EVO. We have our own, we have our own broadcasting team. We have our own streaming team. We have everything that you grassroots folks, want to bring into the forefront. We got that covered. Now, if you
Yeah.
want to enter and participate in the tournament and play and all that, cool. We probably might just hire some of you as contractors to commentate for us. Which of course all y'all gonna, like, anyone we hire has to be vetted. So we gonna do some background investigations on anyone that we bring in. I'm just saying, I could see that. I could see this happening because of what Wizard did and just sunk everything. Like, this isn't like, and this was an isolated incident and, freak accident, we're just gonna stop and, do EVO again next year or something like that. No, this has literally tarnished EVO.
I mean, it was one thing when you had to sit there and deal with certain things in the FGC that's like, oh, this taints the brand in one aspect, right? It's another when you have this with Mr. Wizard, where it's like now they're at a crossroads now, because now it's like, all right, like you said, did they get Wizard completely out of paint after this? And I'm talking like not no behind the scenes, he's in the shadows still controlling Evo. No, is he completely gone? Right?
Yeah, I don't need look. I do not need Wizard on some Dr. Claw mess right now. No, I
No,
don't
no,
need you
no.
sitting
Is he
behind a chair.
gone? Is he?
Has
He
to be
better not be
gone.
collecting. He better not be collecting money. No, he's fucking gone. Right?
Bruh, I
The
need a
thing-
Fresh Prince I need a Fresh Prince moment with Wizard. I need to see the outside in the Mandalay Bay, and I need to see somebody literally tossing Wizard out the front door.
And the thing of it is too, it has to come from the aspect of you got to clean the shit up top to bottom. Like you have to come up with rules in place. Your structure has to be an example now. It has to, right? Because at this point, a lot of these grassroots fucking tournaments are looking, and the leadership there are looking way better than the fucking leadership in the EVO.
And that's dude, that is too that's super facts because there's been quite a few people that have come out and said, "Yo, Evo ain't really been like Evo's been cool because it's the biggest tournament and all that, but it ain't that great when in comparison to CEO and Combo Breaker. Despite the money that it makes off of entries, people participating, and people actually spending that extra money to go to grand finals."
But they're making when you make dumb decisions, i.e., yeah, since we're at the Mandalay Bay, wow. Top 8 on Sunday, you got to pay extra to go in there and watch. I'm like, what the fuck for? I already paid money for Evo. I flew a plane ticket out here. I got a goddamn hotel. I paid the money. I'm doing all this just to get the Evo, and then you're telling me I have to pay an entrance fee just to get into the Mandalay Bay to watch top 8.
No, you mean pay another entrance fee.
Yeah, I have to pay another entrance fee just to get into Mandalay Bay. Like, what the fuck? What kind of bull? Like, how did you fuck up in terms of the venue to have that happen? Like what? Like what
you're looking like a trip to Evo. Your weekend at Evo alone, you're looking at a cool $1,600.
If that, like I said, if you get a good plane ticket, let's say you probably pay like maybe $450, $500 for a plane ticket, right?
Never mind the plane ticket, the hotel cost.
Let's say that. So you're talking about the hotel. Everybody goes to Vegas. Everybody goes to Vegas, right? Constantly. Yeah, you're paying. I'm not gonna say you're paying San Diego amount and stuff, but you probably right, probably about close to $1,000 for that. Especially if you get in there that Wednesday and you're gonna be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and say you leave Sunday. But if you leave Monday, oh yeah, you're definitely paying like $1,000, a little bit more.
I'm about to say, dude, I paid. Well, I didn't pay yet, but I did put in I reserved my room at one of the nice hotels that's like literally at the Mandalay Bay, and because they still had that deal going on for the time that I requested to go and reserve my room. I was gonna pay like almost $520.
I mean,
for that whole time that I'm at Evo, just to stay in the hotel room, and I didn't even get one of the nice rooms. And this was at Evo rate. I was in the hole for $520. I didn't even get my plane ticket yet.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's just like you're gonna get that,
and I didn't even pay for the entrance to Evo yet. So come on, dude. Like I said, you are looking at a cool $1,500.
And that, like I said, now with Mr. Wizard, now I'm sitting back like, all right, cool, Mr. Wizard's out. So when's the countdown until somebody comes out with some shit about the cannons?
And that's a good question. Like,
I'm not saying the cannons did something, but like,
yeah, I'm not saying they did anything either.
I don't know much about them to sit there, and I don't know much about them, so.
Well, if memory serves me correct, aren't the cannons the one that came up with GGPO?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so.
Yeah, they came up with GGPO, which everybody lauds as like the greatest netcode for fighting games, either GGPO or rollback netcode, depending on what game you're playing.
I mean, it does the job. It does what it needs to do and stuff like that. I think it gets overpraised, but it definitely does the job if we're going to be fair about it and stuff. I mean, there were ones that you could play CVS2 on GGPO before, like, I think Xbox Live became a thing for it and stuff.
Yeah, it's serviceable.
Yeah, it does the job and stuff. But I'm just sitting back like, I mean, and especially when they came out, somebody else also came up and said, okay, cool, you got rid of Mr. Wizard, so you're going to investigate people that got roofied at an EVO party last year?
Yeah, I heard about that.
So, and trust, the way social media is right now and stuff, people got stories. And we're not on the forums anymore where that shit is just contained to the Shoryuken forums and it doesn't hit the light of day at all.
Dude, this mess can instantly hit Kotaku. Then again, never mind Kotaku. It's bad enough that FGC can mess up so bad that the Washington Post is putting out articles. You've reached a whole new level of blow up when you got the Post talking about you.
And I mean, as much people can sit there and say Mr. Wizard didn't represent EVO, the players, that's cool, but he still was the face of the brand to a degree.
It was.
I'll probably say more so than the Cannons, because the Cannons were just, it felt like to me the Cannons were the money people behind EVO more so than Mr. Wizard.
Oh, 100%. 100% money people.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny too because somebody also pointed out the whole situation with the whole situation with Mr. Wizard and EVO proves that Japan and other countries do better with their fighting game tournaments and video game tournaments in general than the West, because players are actually having fun and don't care about core values.
Yeah, and that happened because of that thing with DOA.
Yeah,
like all because DOA is literally just the girls. I mean, yeah, they're models, and I think some of them might actually be like adult video performers or whatever. But I mean, who cares? The fact that you hired them to be representatives for a game that's clearly about pretty girls that beat each other up. Yeah. I'm fine with this.
And I mean, as much people look, we talk about people in the FGC. It's like the problem is also too is this. And it's kind of the shit in society where social media and people being able to speaking out has made it to where it's not a normal thing. Like we normalized as a society, we've always normalized shitty behavior. We just yucked it up, laughed it off, and whatever, right? And then you start realizing, well, that was kind of fucked up. Why the hell were we laughing at that?
Because back then, Chris, we were on some Optimus Prime stuff. We were made of sterner stuff.
Well, that too, but like, look at the Mr. Wizard shit with him and the boys getting them butt naked and stuff. As the dude pointed out, they didn't think of like how fucked up it was. It was just like, oh, boys will be boys, and not even really realizing, yo, that was kind of fucked up. That was very fucked up. Like that was some pedophile shit, dog. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, it's one, like, I'll tell you this much. My experience, I've been to an EVO. I have seen people that aren't black sling around nigga like it's nothing.
Yeah, I have too.
And for me personally, I don't get offended, but I do have the side eye like, y'all saying that shit with y'all fucking chest, like y'all won't get jabbed in the chest from a fucking black person. Now, granted, there are some black people that don't care, and that's their prerogative, but like, y'all saying that shit just freely like that, like, come on. Like, what are we doing here?
Just let it fly, huh? All right. That's what's hot on the streets, I guess.
Yeah, and again, I'm not one that's going to sit there and say, I'm going to jab you in the chest, but I'm like, dude, there's going to be somebody out here that ain't going to give a fuck about their life, and they're going to fuck you up for saying that. Like, you're probably should chill on that.
They be like, look, I don't care who you friends with. You about to catch this work.
I mean, man, it's just between that, the actions of some of the sexual stuff, like fucking Noel doing that shit that he did, and fucking, oh my god, is Andre? Haven't seen that dude in a fucking while.
Well, yeah, the thing that happened with Andre, like, it took the On Blast show to, as their title says, put on blast that he was sexually assaulting random women in the FGC and gaslighting them.
And as old boy from fucking said, like, dude, get a fucking prostitute if you really got to hook up with the chick, dog. Like, what the fuck you doing?
I mean, you're in Vegas.
Get a prostitute, dude. Like, come on.
It's not that hard.
They're around. They're out there. They're soliciting. I mean, I've seen a couple solicit us when I'm walking down the street, and I'm like, I'm good.
Cool. Like, I'm good.
Thanks. I'm good. It's like, come on. Like,
I'm like, look, I'm sorry, but I got stuff to do tomorrow. I can't. No, I don't even gamble. I'm just gonna go to the casino, get me a free drink, and I'm going back to my room and I'm going to sleep.
Oh my god, man! I am scared of what's gonna happen if there's gonna be any more stuff. That's why I was like, I'd rather just talk about it now and get it out there. Just, because Jesus Christ, man, that news with Mr. Wizard just, and then EVO Alliance canceled. Here, like I said, the shocking thing that was funny was the fact that companies backed out. They didn't waste no goddamn time backing out.
Oh, that's not a surprise at all.
But here's the thing. The shit dropped today and they backed out. It wasn't like, tomorrow, Friday, they backed out. No, to the same goddamn day. That's what's wild.
again, there's no point. There was no point in them trying to sit back and wait because there's nothing to sit back and wait for, dude. It's either, hey, we get out now, or we're gonna be looking bad.
I mean, I didn't even say they shouldn't have backed out, but it was just kind of funny how quick that turnaround time was on that one. Because usually it's like the next day or the 2 days after they'll say something. But they Capcom was like,
man.
nope, pull the plug, get it out of here. Nope, not today. Nope.
This is the main reason. This is the main reason why, because of all the stuff that's happening in our society and in the world, like companies are like that. As quick as Thanos can snap his fingers with the Infinity Gauntlet, they are that quick to just saying, "Hey, we pulling out." Like, yo, I got to applaud companies. Y'all pull out game is on 100 right now.
Dude, this is quicker than the fucking damn police violence shit that's still happening right now. That's quick as shit. I'm sorry. The fact that Capcom was like, "Oh yeah, Ryu ain't being part of this bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. He's done."
Right?
I was like, yo, like Namco and all them, I'm not surprised, but everybody else, I'm like, oh shit, they backed the fuck out. All right.
I'm like, Street Fighter's out, Tekken's out, Mortal Kombat's out. Samurai Showdown wasn't even a part of it. Dude, this is a bad year, man. And you want to know something? I was waiting to hopefully hear that we were going to see some trailers or something at EVO. That was the only thing I was looking forward to, was hoping that we're going to get some trailers.
And guess what? We're going to get a trailer from fucking Capcom on a standalone day in July, and that's going to be that. It ain't going to be nothing else. It's just going to be a trailer. Boom, that's it. They ain't going to get no EVO presentation. It's going to be just that.
No, and you know what's really funny? Is that if it's something for Street Fighter, like basically if they drop the trailer for Season 5 and we see Ono. First of all, Ono's going to do this. He's going to show up. He's going to be holding that little Blanca figure, and he's going to talk about, due to Corona, social injustice. Social and racial injustice, and due to other, other incidents that have taken place that we did not see coming. AKA,
guess you didn't see that, did you?
That we did not see any of this coming. And we stand by those who are standing up for themselves and yada, yada, yada. With that said, here's our trailer for Street Fighter V. Matter of fact, if Ono makes this trailer serious, if he makes this presentation like super serious on some Sakurai stuff, if he makes it that serious, I'm like, yo, Capcom wasn't playing around.
I mean, look, everybody saying they didn't know I'm on some Ron Burgundy. I don't believe you.
Right.
I mean, it's whew. I mean, certain people like Ultra David, I don't think he was part of that OG crew, so I'll give him a pass on that one. But it's still one of those things where I think people just got personal issues with Ultra David, which I'm like, I'd like to know what it is, but whatever. But some people are going to sit there and keep pressing James' chin until he actually says something.
Yeah, because he's
like same with Vincent. Vincent more so than anybody I want to hear, because I know Vincent's like, hey dog, I got stories. I could tell it right now, but I'll hold off on it.
I mean, what's really the point of holding off? Like, Wizard's out of here. Like, he's done. There is no loophole that's gonna get him back in.
Yeah.
So you might as well go ahead and spill the tea, unlock the files, crack open that vault. Because I'll tell you one thing, if it ain't you, someone else that knows will.
Yep.
And which I'm counting on the On Blast show to do the honors.
I can't wait till Tuesday. I'm blocking off a time with alcohol and watching that shit. That shit's live too? Oh hell yeah. Yep.
I'm waiting.
Is he on Twitch? He still doesn't do Twitch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He only broadcasts on Twitch.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to do. I'm going to have my alcohol and food ready and watching the fucking chopper fly. Woo!
Mm-hmm. I'm already waiting for I'm waiting for who is it? I'm waiting for freaking button check with Ernesto. I need Ernesto to go ahead and drop an episode because he has not dropped an episode like in the last 20 hours. Like his newest episode that he put out was dropped 20 hours ago. I needed him to go ahead and do an impromptu button check and drop this episode.
I mean, look, telling you right now, every FGC person after we finish recording, I'm definitely going to be checking out this stream because all the stream monsters are going to be saying, "Did you hear about this? Did you hear about that?"
Matter of fact, you know who is streaming right now is Chris G.
Ooh,
I know.
Yeah.
See, and the thing is, it sucks because
K-Brad,
he's in the middle of it.
K-Brad is streaming right now. Ooh.
Is Justin streaming?
Nah. K-Brad and Chris G are the only two, at least that we follow, that are streaming. So,
and it sucks because Chris G is in the middle of a 24-hour stream right now. So if he did talk about it, I'm pretty sure he already spoke about it. When the news had broke, which was hours ago.
I know he blown like shit anyway.
Yeah, because he gotta do what he gotta do. My man's gotta try. First, it's bad enough when it's bad enough you get let go, you're getting fired from your sponsor. It's even worse that they're kicking you out of your home.
Man, no bullshit.
He has to leave, and then he's got to find a place to live. And I think what he's going to do, he's probably just more than likely. I see Chris G just moving to North Cal for the time being, and which I said, bro.
Right now, he's Chris G got $3,000 so far. So
Oh, he still got some. He definitely got some money to go. I'm like, dude, I just say keep it up. Do what you got to do. Hold your head. And put it this way: while it may suck that you're out of a sponsor right now, you can still compete. But the problem is, ain't nobody competing. Like all tournaments are pretty much shot.
Oh yeah, the rest of the year is done. Like EVO Online was the last bastion of some semblance of an actual tournament. Now, nope. That is not happening whatsoever, man. That's man. As Reckless Fox says, 2020 got hit with the fucking seismic toss.
Oh, it did, and that's that's why I was thinking. I said, Chris, you might as well just be a streamer.
I thought he was already a streamer any fucking way.
No, he's a streamer, but he, come on. I mean, he was getting paid salary at EG.
I mean, because with the amount of
EG was paying him salary.
With the amount of people that come into his stream and stuff, he can definitely make some money off that shit, bits and all that shit.
Like I'm just saying between him, Justin. I mean, I know that they're getting it, but I just think that he could at this point, at least until things return to normal. I'm like, dude, you might as well just be a streamer because you do get money.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the bits and everything, and people will pay for you, pay for your stuff. I mean, you're a known quantity. I mean, shit, people do it with Justin.
And you know something? Check this. I just read some a post that somebody made in his chat just now. It's funny. The face you make when EVO gets canceled before Infiltration.
Infiltration out here laughing his ass off at this fucking news. You already know that shit.
I mean, you just can't.
Can't
like,
cancel it.
I mean, the reason, and to go into Infiltration, I can't like fully, side with the people that say, oh, he needs to be canceled. Number one,
that's his personal problem.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all are going after people that had stuff happen in their personal life. Personal life is personal life. Things happen in your personal life. Yeah, if he did it, it is. It is what it is. But guess what? This is across the pond, bro. This is happening over in, you're talking about you're trying to ban him for something that happened not even in your own country.
I mean, yeah. But like I said, at the end of the day, all this shit is just, like I said, to me, all this comes off, like I said, the Infiltration thing, it's like they jumped the gun on that shit, to me personally, a little too quick. And like you said, it's across the pond. Let them handle that shit. It's kind of like how the NFL did Zeke Elliott. They already did the fucking investigation in Ohio and Florida between him and his girl. There was no evidence of foul play, and that was that, right? And the NFL came in and was like, nah, man, Zeke, you get 6-game suspension. What the fuck? I didn't do anything. And that's the same thing with infiltration. I'm not saying he didn't do anything, but clearly they probably did or didn't do an investigation. I don't know. But the thing is, at the end of the day, at this point, he's sitting on the allegation until everything clears up. But then you guys jump the gun and fucking banned him. And it's like, well, dude, wait till to see how everything pans out before you make your decision.
See, but here's the other problem that that infiltration is dealing with. See, the fact that it took place in his country, in his personal time, people are trying to cancel him for it. Where he stepped up and did the right thing. He wasn't forced. He didn't have to get pressured or nothing. He came out and said, "Look, I'm going to step down. I'm going to take a step away from competing. I know I was supposed to go to a tournament like in a month or whatever. I'm not going to that tournament. I'm stepping down and I'm taking a year off, like, to be away." He apologized for it. And people there is no redemption. That's what I noticed. There is no redemption arc for anybody at this point.
I mean, you can put it this way.
No, don't even. No, you can't.
No. I'm saying you can, but it's like with anything, and it's beyond just the FGC. It's all dependent on the work. But at the end of the day, you can't change people's minds. It's like Michael Vick. Michael Vick did his time with the fucking dogs and shit, right? And he deeply apologized that he was involved in that. He's been working with PETA, doing all that stuff, and he still gets shit from people because of the animal shit. No matter what he did, he's going to still keep getting shit for it. And like, as much as we can sit there, I can't sit there and tell somebody they need to get the fuck over it, even though low key, I'm like, dog, get the fuck over it. He's putting the work. What are you going to do? Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Kobe.
I mean, Kobe is never going to get that. And granted, we get it. But at the same time, there has to be a layer of like, all right, if you can't harp on something when a person apologized and did whatever they had to do to make up for that situation. At some point, you could bring it up, but if you're going to keep bringing it up, what exactly are you doing to allow that path of redemption to a degree?
And they won't, and that's the problem. Like, no matter what happens to these people, whether their fault or not, or they I'm not going to say they can't. Society won't allow them redemption.
Because, I mean, it's not like we're talking about somebody that just did it one time and then it's like, oh, we're done.
No, see, we've reached a point now in our society where society will not allow anybody redemption. It's like, you mess up in any way, shape, or form, whether personal level or professional level or not, it's a wrap. It's a done deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's man,
like, there ain't no coming back.
I am curious. I swear to God, if I put this out, it's up on YouTube and stuff. I'll probably just keep it on YouTube. I'm not even gonna put this as a podcast. I swear to God, man, if there's more news that comes out after this, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, there'd be some fucking game breaking, like, oh my God, the cannons, they did a little boys. I'm like, what?
Again, I'm just gonna be like, how far does this rabbit hole go?
All of a sudden, it's like, and then at the end of all this, and they laundered money. I fucking knew it.
I mean, I really wouldn't put it past them. As I told you earlier, Justin Wong won B5. The Cannons and even Wizard were not going to tell him that they took a part of that, like a big part of that prize money, to use it to recoup the cost that they spent on flying the Japanese players out.
Yeah. Which I'm sitting up there looking at them like, who the fuck told y'all to spend money to fucking bring the damn or bring Japanese players on flights and shit? They can fucking pay for their own goddamn flight.
And because of our good old boy DSP for calling them out, they went and gave Justin that additional $600.
That's wild.
That was only because they got called out. If they didn't get called out, they were never going to tell Justin. They were just going to let him run. They were going to let little old 15-year-old Justin Wong run home with his $700.
Which, I mean, granted, at the time, that was like a lot.
Yeah, it would be, if that's the case. But no, not if I find out, bro, I got cheated by you guys.
Oh, right.
No, I said not if I find out. Wait, hold up. Y'all withheld an additional portion of money that was supposed to go to me, and you were never going to tell me this.
Swear to God, I'd be raising hell. Be like, yo, who do
Bruh,
I got to
I'd
fucking
been
fight?
ready.
Who I need to bust in the fucking face?
I'd have been ready. I'd have been ready to run some fades at that point.
I mean, it's. Hold up. But yeah, this whole thing has been, dude, Mr. Wizard touching little boys, and then again that whole dude. As soon as this song was like, you didn't know he was gay. I didn't know either. Now this is news to me.
Oh yeah, see. So we just had a question in the chat from Anthony.
Yeah, I just responded back to him.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
That is just wild, and it's just off one story. Like, again, it's just when you look at that whole story and just that group, and like the dude said, it was just like it was harmless fun then, and then just that incident where he was like, "Let me see your penis," and I'm like, "Why the fuck would you show any dude your penis? Like, the only person that's seeing my penis is whatever chick down with at the moment. That's about it. And even then, we better be doing something." I mean, I'm just saying here. I mean, hey, you can't just be flashing your dick to any old chick here. Let's just be real about this. You just can't. It's just.
I mean, and you were doing this. You did this for some tokens.
$20.
Some tokens. $20 worth of tokens.
$20 to $40 worth of tokens, which I mean, that adds up. But still, it's like tokens, my nigga. Tokens.
Like, is it really worth your dignity?
Yeah, you might worth my goddamn dignity. Fuck that, dude. Like, hey, you want $40 worth of tokens? Show me your penis. I'm like, go fuck yourself. How about that?
From seeing oh God, from seeing just to be one of those guys at that point in time, I'd have been like, so no one here watched that episode of Different Strokes. No one ever watched that very special episode of Different Strokes. The things that you had to do just to get a bike.
It's like, Mr. Drummond, I can't believe you did that. Like, man, you know what? That was a fucking special episode of Different Strokes in this instance. Jesus.
I mean, and you know what he's thinking? And you know what dude was thinking too? Like when Viscon came out and said, "What, you didn't know the Wizard was gay?" Thinking back on,
my old friend.
Thinking back on it in hindsight, I know he's thinking to himself, "God damn it, white people."
Look, man, look. That was some Hello Darkness, my old friend. When you realize that dude was gay, like, it's like, well, how did you?
And then it would make it worse. Somebody someone called out James Chin said, like, wait, like, James, you're one to talk. You knew about it. Like, here's James. All around me are familiar faces. Like, everything just gets black and white.
I swear to God, man, there's gonna be a lot of fucking OGs that gonna say something and somebody gonna shut them up on some shit and they're gonna be like, okay, I guess I'll shut up right now.
I mean, it's bad when a company, going back to Chris G, it's bad when a company is offering you $10,000 in hush money.
I mean, that was his sponsor that did that shit, but like, God,
yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing. Capcom was like, nah, nigga, pull the chalks, we're out.
We out.
It's like that dude from fucking was it fucking Robin Hood Men in Tights? All right, get it out of here.
Yep.
You don't pay, you're out of here.
I have to look at this as the Scarface moment. like, yo, everybody coming back from 4th of July weekend. They're like, oh man, I can't wait for EVO. EVO's gonna be insane. Come Monday morning. What happened? What happened to EVO cancel? What happened? Here's the cannons. Oh, we have some problems, man.
No, I'll do you one better. The cannons is Tony and fucking Souza when he's talking to him, and all of a sudden EVO and Mr. Wizard is getting home from a helicopter. Sosa's looking at him like, so Tony, you snitch? He's like, hey, I don't snitch on nobody.
No. See, here's the better part. No, they wouldn't ask him if he's a snitch. They'd be like, so yeah, we found out a wizard was diddling little boys. Now they just look at him like, now do we need to know? I just need to know right here and now. Are you a pedophile? Like y'all pedophiles too? I mean, like legit straight face question. Candace like,
all I got is my word and my balls. And I ain't breaking them for no one.
So yo, we never even met this dude before. You know, we just knew that we was fronting the money and he was running the event. We just sat back and collected. We never liked this dude.
Oh,
matter of fact, back at B5, it was him who said, "Don't even tell Justin about that additional $600."
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you one shenanigans that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So, and look, I get it's Mike, it's Alex Valle's thing, Wednesday night fights and stuff. Like apparently there's this whole thing where if you're not good, he's not gonna put you on stream on like the main, like, because you know how Wednesday night fights is and stuff. They have the little mini tournament pool play and stuff. It was basically along the lines of, if you're not good, you can't get into Wednesday night fights. And I'm like, that's kind of fucked up a little bit and stuff. And apparently a lot of people are saying, well, they're trying to keep the stream quality great. And I'm like, all right, but like, you're going to come across people that aren't good. So why are we telling them they can't be part of Wednesday night fights? If I don't know, like that.
I mean,
that shit rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, I get it, but at the same time,
I mean, now I can see if you have like a giant tournament going on and you have like multiple pools taking place. See, if you like CJ, like you've never been to Master Cup. If you ever been to Master,
that's the one that you told me about with the Tekken thing, right? That we saw y'all guys on stream, or is that something different?
No. That was the one you saw Team Throwback on. Shout outs to my boys. But if you've actually seen the pools, like, there's no way you can have like a stream set up for every single pool. First of all, the moment you walk in, you walk into the event, right?
Yeah.
There's at least 30 pools going on. At least 30.
All right, that makes sense.
They only keep like the stuff that's happening on the main stage, or at least what is it? Not quarterfinals, but like the people who get out of pools, who at least get out of the first wave, they'll have like a set of like a streaming setup going on for those who make it out of pools before the quarterfinal. I mean, before semifinals and grand finals. Some of them might get streamed and some might not. They can't collectively stream every single match. At least not, especially not in pools. Because pools is just to see who makes the cut.
I'm telling you, man, this weekend I'm waiting for the EVO memes and all that shit. Because trust me, I'm getting in on these goddamn jokes.
Oh, I need all the memes. I want all the smoke.
I'm telling you, man, that EVO main stage in prison shit, I fucking hollered when I saw that shit.
Me too. I said, dude, no, this to quote Justin Wong, that is OD. I can't, man. I can't. That's why I'm laughing, because this is happening literally the eve of Independence Day. Like, where are y'all at? I mean, first of all, we got a pandemic going on, so why are y'all even leaving the house?
Somebody posted up. It was like, you remember when EVO stopped the stream because of this, and it was the shit from EVO Japan with the chicks with the boobs in the boob window shit.
Oh, please send that to me. I need to see that.
Actually, hold up. I can actually show it. Hold up. Let me find it.
It's like, remember when EVO stopped because of this? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
They always remember. Don't you know? Hold up. All right. About to share it again.
All because of the core values.
All right. You see it now?
Yes. Okay, this is on Twitter.
EVO Japan.
Like EVO Japan. momentarily stops after not safe for work display.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh God, this is too good. This is way too good.
Core values, bruh. The DOA ad that aired on our stream does not reflect the core values of EVO and FGC. We ended the team temporarily to protect the integrity of our brand. We sincerely apologize to the fans while I jerked off to a fucking 14-year-old's dick.
Core values, bruh.
But that's it.
Oh.
Christ.
Oh God, no.
I swear, man, this shit is just. Oh my
It's
God.
like you look. No, seriously, you look back at this moment now, and it's just, God, irony. Irony is a mother, ain't it?
I mean, it's. Whew, I fear to see what else is going to come up out of this and stuff. I mean, it's.
You know, I haven't seen a shocking moment like this since
been a while.
No, not yeah. I know it's been a while, but I mean, like I ain't never seen nothing this shocking and outrageous since Virgil literally 50 cal sniper shotting the succubus in the stomach, killing her unborn child in DMC. I mean, literally shot a cannon through that woman's stomach. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, okay, video game.
Oh my God, man, this shit is.
And that was 2013, and that was back in 2013. We can get away with something like this.
So now, like I said, I'm curious to see how people are going to feel about EVO next year. I mean, granted, I'll say this: I think people are going to go to EVO next year. I'm just going to keep it real here. As much as people sit there and say they're not, they are.
People will go. No, people will go if official word drops that Wizard is gone.
Yeah. I mean, like
because
I said,
because you got to remember, Max was supposed to go to EVO this year, or at least do commentary for Killer. He was supposed to do commentary for Killer Instinct.
Yeah, it's supposed to be online commentary for Killer Instinct. It was supposed to be great. He was really hyped for it, and now I think everybody's waiting for Max. I think everybody's waiting for Max to put out a video about this.
Yeah, we might be waiting for a video, but he already put out his tweet, which I shared with you in the group chat earlier. He put out his tweet that he is not messing around. He said straight up, until Joey is gone, I will not have anything to do with EVO. Period.
Yeah. Somebody put the rush hour. Damn, he ain't gonna be at EVO 2021.
Yes.
Woo.
As I said, anyone who's listening to this, just if you read the allegations, you hear everything out, I just need you to Google a picture of Mr. Wizard.
Fuck it, fuck it. Might as well put up a picture of Mr. Wizard right now. Shit. Hey, look. What's Mr. Wizard gonna do with the cannons? They're gonna fucking shut down 3 Black Geeks. The fuck out of here. They ain't gonna do shit. Cannon Brothers are gonna come after 3 Black Geeks. Like,
no, that's when see, CJ, that's when I turned into DMX from Belly. That's your man. That's your man.
Yeah, I found a picture. I think this is a very fitting picture. Don't you think?
Oh God. What do you got? What do you got?
It's tame. It's tame enough. I feel it is. I at least feel it is. There you go. That's tame.
I'm sorry, I just can't look at it with a straight face. I can't.
It's the face of a guy that's contemplating whether he wants to jerk off to a 14-year-old dick or not. It's just.
And then the dog makes it even worse. I'm sorry.
That's the look of a man that's just like, man, I really like touching myself to 14-year-old dicks. It's just crazy.
Again, and I say this again, like, you look at that picture, and you tell me that this does not look like a diddler. He has got the vibe of one now. Now that this news is coming out, when I look at him, I'm like, holy crap, you you're just oozing with bad touch. I need an adult.
I mean, these are things that are very
I still
much
can't
true.
believe that this. I still just cannot believe that this has happened. I mean, way to sink money completely down the toilet.
I mean, especially when you get the little happy face, Mr. Wizard.
Oh God, this is already nightmare fuel. Thank you, CJ.
Yeah, just what it is. Oh, they didn't even show it? Damn, that sucks.
I saw it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, still, these are things. It's it's a thing, man. Like I said, I the jokes are gonna fly. I can't wait for On Blast show because I will definitely be tuned in, popcorn ready. Like, yo, let's go.
Oh, I'll be sitting back for it. I will definitely be sitting back for it. I'm waiting for it.
Oh, damn. So here's the magic question. All this cancel culture and pedal stuff floating around is EVO going to get canceled now? Damn, Mr. Wizard. And this is 20 hours ago. This is before it got put out there. Oh, boy. This is going to get done. When this purge is done at FGC, like any sport, a clear set of rules need to be drawn up, put on all TO sites and read by competitors and agreed to while signing up. The rules need clear punishment for clear violations. No more just ban for life. From there, FGC rebuilds. And he's mad too. The only honest TOs is ATL Final Round, Biggie Gaming, Hado, Ponder, Proton Cannon. Like
it just really, the whole thing needs to be burned down. Just burn it down, start fresh, bringing people that are not about that life. They're not about that pedo life.
Like how James is like, we didn't start this fire. Like, I guess, man.
You didn't start it. You say you didn't start it, but guess what? It's out there, and you did start it. You just started it like a decade and a half ago.
Well, I mean, let's be real. Let's be really real. Like, a lot of the stuff with James MK is more like being anti EVO, which is understandable. I think like I said, he keeps it real. Some stuff you can agree with, some stuff you might be like, all right, you're a little extreme, but you still enjoy it because it's James MK. But like, oh, you already know he's Birdman hand rubbing as soon as he saw this shit. Like, oh boy, let's go.
Yeah, this is
McRib, motherfucker. Look, when he called fucking Mr. Wizard McRib, I fucking lost it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where did he get McRib from? And he's like, yeah, he likes his fucking McRib sandwiches from McDonald's. I was like, God damn it, James.
And ever since then, I can never look at the McRib sandwich the same.
Yeah, I still eat McRib. Just very rare, but I still eat it. It's all good.
I mean, this whole mess, and it's really what it is. This whole thing is a mess.
Yeah, it's a long time coming. It's a long time coming on this and stuff, and man. Yeah, I got it out of my system now. I'm good because I would have been like that fucking meme of that kid that's like fucking, like when you're trying to say something, he's all turning red because he wants to say it out of. I was like, you know what? Gotta do this shit now. Nope, gotta talk about it now. Gotta do it now.
It's like I need to empty the clip right now.
Oh my god! Look, man. Look, at this point, I feel it's like that shit from Family Guy. Like, it's a brand new day. We can dance out naked in the street now. Mr. Wiz is gone, guys! Yay!
Meanwhile, I'm still holding back. Like, no, I can't strip just yet because
I
need
can't
official. I need official wording. I need word to come from the top that he is officially out of here. The moment he is 86 and Dark Prince is reinstated, again, I am holding on to that. I want Dark Prince to return.
No, Dark Prince ain't gonna get reinstated, but I definitely will be down for the trolling that that's gonna commence.
I mean, it would be great because he was like back when he was on F Champ stream for that one time he did return.
Yeah, he's in the isn't he like in the Filipino army or some shit like that? Or he's in the army, US Army or some shit?
He's in the US Army, but he's just been in other countries.
Yeah.
And you gotta think, God, that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that was even 10 years ago when he was on F Champ stream.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like the heyday of like early Marvel 3. So yeah, that makes sense. Damn, it has been that long.
Yeah, it was. Because it's
eight years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago.
No. Yeah, next year. Next year will officially be 10 years since Marvel 3.
Yeah, so yeah, he's
Dude, how about that? How about that? We were back in 09, we were talking about the 10-year anniversary of Marvel 2. It's now the 20th anniversary of Marvel 2. It's about to be the 10-year, and it's about to be the 10-year anniversary of Marvel 3.
And fucking McRib botched that fucking 20th anniversary up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Which means that, I need Yipes to go on ahead and fire up that PS3 or Xbox 360 version of Marvel 2 and get that tournament going. Let's go.
Or just tell everybody, hey, stop trying to get the game on PlayStation and Xbox, get on Steam and buy the game, because you can still purchase it.
You can buy Marvel 2 on Steam?
Well, not Marvel 2, no. Like, they still never did anything with Marvel 2 outside of the PS3 and Xbox release.
That's what I was saying. They would have to, they literally, if they're trying to do that 20th anniversary of Marvel and stuff, it's going to be a situation.
That got canceled because of Rona.
Oh, I know that was canceled and stuff. But I'm pretty sure they're going to try to find something out the deal.
And I think some people, and of course, people are assuming and believing that we could possibly have a digital release of Marvel 2 on current stuff.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That shit ain't gonna happen.
Hey, man, Capcom and Marvel are cool with each other again, so I could see them re-releasing the game on Switch, which would be nice.
How about you update Marvel Infinite and add some characters into that game, and that will really get people jerking themselves off. Like Marvel 2 is
they're
great,
not gonna
they can do it if they want to. They can do it if they want to. If they wanted to, they could.
They could, but they're not going to. They're simply not going to do it.
Lame as fuck, honestly, but the fuck you
they're really going to try to finish Marvel Infinite. That game died, crashed, and burned hard.
Which is a shame because the gameplay was better than Marvel 3's.
It was a lot easier. I'll give it that. It was definitely a lot easier.
They gave people options. They didn't get caught up in Infinite where you might as well just put your controller down. You can get out of that shit. Like, there was gameplay strides. It's just everything else was just lackluster. And like I said, Marvel on their whole, hey, put MCU only. We don't want Doom and X-Men. And I'm like, that was a mistake, Marvel. You should have just went ahead and just let them be able to put the X-Men and Doom in the game and you would have been fine. But, shit, put Wolverine and Storm or somebody in the game and you've been fine. But
you have to give us Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Sentinel, Cable, Doom. And
dude, if you just gave us Doom, Wolverine, Storm, Sentinel,
Magneto,
you've been fine. You don't even have to give us all the X-Men. You don't have to give us the rest of the just give us those characters. If you want to put in Super Skrull, because you've been pretty good in Infinite, put that in there. And at least you would have had a game where people have been like, all right, cool. At least I got something here that I can go off of. Because the game is, like I said, the game itself was fine. I mean, look, I like the fact that they added Winter Soldier and he was fun as hell to play. I like
especially with his hidden ultimate especially his hidden super move where if Captain America is on his team.
Yeah, it was great and stuff. But like I said, that's a story for another day. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to get that out there. I'm gonna get off here and thank everybody for joining on this impromptu stream and stuff. And if you're watching the replay, feel free to comment. I feel fortunate that we're ahead of the curve on this one until YouTube gets overrun with everybody talking about this, but I'm going to tag the fuck out of this video just so people can see it. So,
yep.
So anyways, we're out. So thanks for joining in. Peace.
Yes, sir. See y'all next time.
Christ, man, that shit is fucking